Hi, my name's Emma Frazer. I'm 22 years old. I've just graduated from the University of Bristol where I studied Spanish and Portuguese, and I'm currently doing an internship as a graduate data analyst. But that's mostly just to save money, and then I'm going to go travelling after Christmas for as long as possible, as many places as possible. A bit about me. I really enjoy travelling. I've spent a lot of time in Latin America and the Far East, and I also love sport. So I was on the university team for football, cricket, swimming, cross country, and triathlon, and I also do rock climbing. I really enjoy live music. I'm currently learning to play the guitar, and I'm an avid reader. Something interesting about me is I've performed live on stage at Leeds Festival and the Royal Albert Hall, although not for my guitar playing, which is terrible. With regard to digital, I'd say that I'm something of a digital native. I can't remember my life without my family life without a computer or a mobile phone there. I got my first mobile when I was 10, and I got my iPod when I was 12. So for me, it's always been there, really. I love how quickly I can access information, buy tickets for events and things, and especially how easy it is to stay in contact with people when I'm travelling or now that I've left university. But I hate the way it stunts all conversation when you're with people, and the way people are just glued to their devices and miss important events because they're just taking photos of them, trying to get the right image. I'd say that in the digital world, I'm either a quiet follower or a casual liker. I don't tend to voice my opinion online, really, except for to my friends directly. And I don't tend to read other people's opinions about things. I occasionally read reviews or comparisons before I buy something, but rarely. I usually prefer to see something physically, and I tend to rely on traditional media. With regard to changes in the last 5 years, my life has changed a lot in those 5 years. So I've been to university and I've travelled independently. So for me, the two are really quite linked. I would certainly say that I'm more reliant on the digital now, and more active, but I also have more friends in different places. And more events are put on there rather than through word of mouth. Although I've accepted technological changes until now, I still have an innate dislike of a lot of digital things, which has always stopped me from learning about them, which is why I'm doing this course. I hate the idea of Upgradia just being used to make people continue to buy things. And I also would challenge the view that was put forward in our class the other day that technology is just an enabler. I think it's also a driving force for change in the current world. In the next 5 years, I think our privacy will go completely and it will be more like 1984, although it is a bit like that now, in my opinion. But hopefully it will also have some positive impacts, like freedom of speech is harder to prevent, and it's harder to hide repressed people from other ideologies and political views. So hopefully on a global scale, it will have a positive impact. So yeah, that's me.